Hello, it's me again. We have bar today. Not gonna lie, I've been sort of putting this off. I've been ready for about 45 minutes, but I've been putting it off because I did this all yesterday, this same workout, and oh my gosh, it was much harder than it looks. I used to like practice bar workouts like years ago, not like recently, but I used to like practice bar workouts before I'd like do them with a class because I was like, is this hard enough? Like, it looks easy. I don't really know if this is good enough. And then I quickly realized I'd burned myself out by practicing the workout, and then I would have nothing for the actual workout when I would do it with the group. So I stopped doing that. I learned, and I still question myself though. I look at these programs when I write them for bar, and I'm like, is this enough? And yesterday I did it for work, and from home from work for work, and it was tough. It was very, very tough. I thought it was gonna be very easy. I was like pouring sweat within a few minutes. So I've been putting this off because I know what I'm in for, and it's just like a different type of burn than it is when you're weightlifting or doing like cardio. I don't know. It's just different. So I'm also putting this off because after this, I'm gonna try to go outside for a run. And it's really cold in Illinois, like really cold. We were at like 70 degrees last week. It was amazing. I ran my 10 miles on Saturday in short. Well, I wasn't wearing shorts. I could have, but I didn't. Tank top. It was warm and beautiful. Now it's cold. So I'm going to bundle up after this and go outside. So I normally don't run to the lowest end range because my coach gives me like a low range and a high range. Run somewhere in this range here. Normally I don't go by time, I go by miles, but I might just go for 30 minutes today and at 30 minutes call it. It's also one of those days where I think I'm gonna end my run by the grocery store, like plan it out so I finish by the grocery store about a half mile away so I can get some chips because I don't sound like a fatty here on my fitness video, but I have a lot of things to dip chips in, but I don't have chips. So that's a big bummer. That was a bummer last night while we were drinking and playing video games. So I underbought on the chips and overbought on the dips. So yeah, first world quarantine problems. Need more chips. So fortunately, we have a grocery store and a Walgreens literally just a half mile from the house. So I'll just plan on passing it on the way back from my run and finish up there and walk back with my goods. So that's my motivation. That's my motivation to run. Go to the store and get snacks. So I am continuing to put this off. So we got bar today. Let's get back to this. This is not just a coffee talk about how your quarantine's going. We could totally do a live, sit around or a Zoom, sit around, drink coffee or wine and talk about snacks. I'd love to do that sometimes. So if anyone's down for that, leave a comment. But let's get this workout done, guys. We got bar, as I've said like 3 times now. That word is starting to strike fear into me. We have bar. I have 5-pound weights right here. So pick something light. I feel like if you go any heavier than 8, you're really going to regret it. I had 5s when I did this yesterday, and I was thinking it might be a little too light. It was not too light. I feel like if I'd gone any heavier, I would have had to put them down. So definitely go light for this. I'm going to try to keep all the bar workouts at a light weight because for those of you who don't have a good selection of weights at home, this gives you at least one workout here where you don't need to have a heavy set of dumbbells. You can use wine bottles or something, whatever you have. So we're always going to keep bar at a lighter set. So we got the weights. We have like a chair or something to hang onto here. I just keep putting this off. Let's get started. So let's start hands on our legs. We're going to squat down, lift it up with your knee. Squat it down and lift. Squat and lift. Try to point that toe on your way up. right. Last 3, 2, 1. Let's change it to a standing crunch here, opposite knee to elbow. Try to pull that belly button in with each crunch. Pull in all those quarantine snacks. Last 3, 2, 1. All right, let's bring those heels together, toes apart. Our feet are in a little V here. Bend those knees, lift your toes, lift and lower to those heels. So bend, toes, lift, lower. So notice how when I dip down, I'm just sinking straight down. I'm not hinging at all. And then let's pick up the pace here. Bend toes, lift, lower. A little bit quicker pace here, warming up those feet. All right, last 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's step it to the side. Feet wide, toes out, plie down, bring it in. Out to the other side, plie down, bring it in. So try to sink straight down, like you're rolling down a wall here, keeping those feet wide, toes are pointed out. All right, last 2 here. And on the second one, we're gonna hold it out. Sink that upper body down. Stretch it out, get into each leg here. Shift it side to side. All right. And then when you're ready, let's roll it up. We're gonna start with those weights. So we're not gonna need that chair support yet. So let's stand away from that support. Let's take your right foot back first for a lunge. So we're gonna lunge it down as we come up, arms come up overhead. Bring it down for that lunge, step it back up and raise. So we're stepping back with each lunge. We're staying on that left leg forward, right foot goes back. Last 2, and last 1. Let's bring it back into that lunge. Rack it up at your shoulders as we come up, press overhead, bring it back down. So we got a split squat going with those legs and an overhead press going with those arms. So notice how my shoulders are right over my hips here. I'm not hinging at all. You can see my chest and my face the whole time. I'm not dipping. All right, last one here. And now we're gonna hold it down. Little pulses with those arms. Hold that lunge or split stance at your lowest point. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring them down. As we come up for that lunge, raise it out to the sides, bring it back down. Quicker pace here. Last 3, 2, 1. And let's go right into the other side here. All right, it's Barre. We know what to expect. Same thing again. Palms out on your right foot this time. We're gonna step back with that left leg. Bring it up overhead. Whew. Balance is off.
Last 2 and 1. All right, let's bring it back. So I guess that's the last one. Let's rack it up your shoulders. Shift it down, press overhead. Shift it down and press. So split squat going with those legs. Press going with those arms. How about you guys? I'm feeling this. My shoulders are on fire from 5 pounds. Whew. Last 2 and 1. Hold it down, hold those legs, pulse those arms. Isometric hold with those legs. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, stand it up, and raise. Down and up. Quicker pace here. Last 2 and 1. Whew. All right. Let's set those weights down. I don't know about you guys. My arms need a little rest. So, let's grab that support. Whew, grip on, doesn't matter which side. We're gonna step those feet out wide. So wider than you normally would for a sumo. We're gonna go into a plie here. So feet are a little wider. Toes are apart, facing the opposite walls. Let's just sink it down and up. So we're just trying to sink straight down here. Remember, everyone's range of motion is going to be a little bit different. You might be able to sink down a little lower than I can. That's okay. Doesn't matter how low you're going, you're still going to feel this. All right, last 2. Last 1, hold it down. We're going to go up halfway and down. Halfway up and down. So we're not coming all the way out of this. Whew. I hope your guys' heart rate's up too. Mine is. Last 3, 2, 1. Hold it down. We're only moving an inch now. Up an inch, down an inch. Up an inch, down an inch. We're staying right in that working zone here. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Hold it here. Hit your lowest point. Breathe through it. If I'm getting a little quiet, it's because I am struggling a little bit here. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it down. Press those knees out. So we're pressing them out towards the back corners here. Holding it nice and low. Think squeezing those glutes and hamstrings to pull those knees out. Or squeezing the outside of your leg, that IT band. That should be fired up. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it down. We're going to shift those toes forward. So we're still wide, but our toes are pointed forward. All the way down, back up. Full range squat here. Squatting never felt so good, right? All right, last 2, last 1. Hold it down, halfway up and down, halfway up and down. Really squeeze on the way up here. Gravity is going to help you come down, but squeeze it up, control it. Feel all those muscles working here. We've got Suki joining us. She loves to join for Barre. So notice how I have a little bit more of a hinge going here now that we're in a squat instead of a plie. That's okay to let your chest come forward a little bit. Just keep it flat. Keep that chest open to me. Try not to slouch. And then let's hold it down. Up an inch, down an inch. Up an inch, down an inch. All right, almost there, guys. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Hold, 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 hold. Hang on to a few more seconds here. 3, 2, 1. All right, hold it down here. We're gonna pulse 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then we're gonna open up those toes. 2, 3, point them forward. So we're shifting from a squat to a plie here. So slide on those heels to open up those toes, and 3 pulses, slide on those heels to point them forward. Notice how that plie, you feel those inner thighs light up a little bit more. All right, a couple more here. 1 more each side, or deep direction, whatever. All right, now from here, we got a full range squat. Touch the ground, launch it up. Touch the ground, launch it up. If you want to add a little bit more difficulty here, you can add a jump with a heel click. Last 3, 2, 1, and shake it out. Whew. Take a deep breath. Let's push that support away for a second. I feel like it's like oddly quiet here because I'm hardly talking. I'm really out of breath though. Makes me worried about my run coming up. All right, grab those weights. We're gonna take those heels together, toes apart. Lift it up to the balls of your feet here. Re-glue those heels together. Bend in those knees. We're gonna hinge it forward here, and we gotta fly. So squeeze the center of your back. Now add a pulse here. So lower, lift, lower, lift. Side view here. Notice how my back stays flat. I'm leading with my elbows for that fly. Last 2, 1. All right, hold it down. We got a wide row, halfway. Littler pulse here, smaller range of motion. Remember, if you need to, stand up, reset that back. This has a long time to stay hinged. Really squeeze your shoulder blades together here. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Stand back up, reset that back if you need to. Let's lift it back up to those toes and hinge it forward. We're gonna hold it low, raise up one arm at an angle, then the other arm. So notice how it's not directly in front of me. It's not to the side. Isometric hold going through those legs. Knees are bent. Back is flat. Hang on to it, everyone. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it up. Whew. All right. We got this, guys. We are getting closer to the end here. This is going by a lot quicker now. All right, let's grab onto that support. Both hands on there. We're going to face that support. Let's start on your left leg. We're going to take that right leg back. So give yourself a little distance here. We're going to have a straight line from your head to your toe. So we're gonna push it back for a lunge, really getting into that left knee, drag it back up. So bring it back and up. So full hinge here, leg over that leg. Nice straight line from your leg up your back. We're dragging that foot along the ground here. If you have some fuzzy socks on, then that might give you a little extra slide. Use that to your advantage here. It's not cheating. All right, last 3, 2, last 1. Come up halfway and back. Halfway up. Whew. Last 3, 2, and 1. Hold that bend in that front knee. Bring that right leg in and out. So only thing moving is that right leg here. We've still got a nice deep bend in that left leg. Last 3, 2, 1. Now touch the ground, bring it up. Woo. Touch the ground, bring it up. Quick pace here. 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath. Shake that leg out. We got the other side. One more side here, then we're done with our bar stuff. So let's get into that right leg. Right leg standing, left leg's gonna slide back. So remember, nice straight line in that body. Drag that toe along the ground. Really bend into that right knee. Let that torso come forward, but we're staying flat. We're not doing this. We're staying flat. Last 3, 2, last 1, halfway up and back, halfway up, back. Keep that bend in that right knee. We're not coming up all the way. Last 2, last 1. Ooh, now touch the ground, bring it up. Touch the ground, bring it up. I totally forgot one. This one. Back pedal. I'm looking so forward to getting this done. 4, 5, 6. We got that deep knee bend here. 3, 2, 1. All right, now reach the ground, bring it up. It's okay, we got a couple bonus in there. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. All right, let's bring it down off that bar and to the ground. Alrighty. Let's see if the cat works as a good videographer here or if she knocks over my computer. Down to the ground. Let's have those fingertips facing your butt. So we're going to lift those hips up. We're in a crab position here. And then we're going to dip down, press it up. So if you watch, my elbows go back and up. I'm lifting those hips up with each press. So I'm not sinking into those shoulders, or I'm doing my best not to. Ooh. Ooh, excuse me if I forget things. Sometimes when you're working out, you just don't get enough going to your head, enough air. Things get forgotten. But we're almost there. 3, 2, 1. Hold it low. Pulse 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3, and straighten. Whew. You got this. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Shake out those arms. Wait for a second. Sorry, this is our last thing right here. This is it. Let's bring it wide with those hands, about shoulder distance. Push-up position, nice flat back. We're gonna walk it down, down, up, up. Stay on that same side. Other side. Last one. All right, hold it. Hold that plank. Shoulders right over those hands. Butt squeezed, core tight. Breathe through this. This is it right here. We're almost done. All right, last 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. All right, we made it through bar. That was roughly 25 minutes, but man, I don't know about you guys, but I'm exhausted. Let's stretch it out here while we're on the ground. Bring that left leg in, reach for those right toes. Don't mind me just sitting here picking at my bra. I really need to finish laundry. I don't think this bra's fit me for a few years. Anyone else have these problems? You have so much time on your hands yet you don't get certain things done, like simple things like laundry. Or I think I did it already, I just need to fold it. That's super lazy. Let's bend that right leg, lay it over your left side. And then walk those hands off to the side, twist through that waist here. And then bring it down to that forearm, reach overhead. I think it's hilarious how I'm just sitting here thinking about how chubby I look in this video. Because, quarantine has not been nice to my waistline. I'm sitting here thinking about, man, I look kind of chunky in these videos. I'm looking a little fluffier than usual. But yet I'm also thinking about where I need to run to for an out and back to end at the grocery store so I can get more snacks. Anyone else have these problems? It's like life revolves around workout, get at least 1 or 2 productive things done, and then eat. Bend that knee. Let's lay it over your right side. We've been watching some good movies in quarantine. We've been watching some good horror movies. I think I mentioned in another video we were watching the sleepaway camps. Those were pretty good. Good 80s cult slasher movies. We watched another one last night. It was 2003, I think it was filmed. So this is a newer one.
although it was still like 17 years ago, so that's not really new. But we watched this movie, Walk Those Hands to the Side and Twist. It was called Wrong Turn. It was another slasher. So we just have a thing for horror, I guess. I didn't think I liked slashers that much, but I guess I do. The right ones, I guess. So we enjoyed that last night. So we did that, made a drinking game to it, and then played some video games, which I am not a video game person at all, but I hate to say it. When you're bored at home with your significant other, they sure are fun. So, video games it is. Remember, when you reach for the sky here, press that hip bone forward so you can get into that hip flexor. Anyone else doing things that they normally would not do? Like video games? Like, tell me what you guys are all doing in quarantine here. All right, let's bring it to all fours, a little cat-cow here. So, inhale, tuck your chin, curve your back. Exhale, arch and look up. I feel like I babble so much on here, like while I'm working out, about like, all these snacks we're eating, we're drinking. I'm looking so fluffy, why is that? So please share with me what you've been doing. What's your guilty pleasure been? Write it down below. Tell me your quarantine guilty pleasure so I feel a little bit better about myself. Let's get a little conversation started here. Let's do one more each way here. And then let's widen out those knees, toes together, sit those hips back, chest to the ground. And then lift it up to those toes. Downward dog here. Reach those hips back. Try to get those heels to the ground. Alternate a little bend in each side. Get a little bit deeper here. And when you're ready, you can walk those hands up to your toes. Take an inhale, roll it up. And then we are all done, everybody. Thank you for joining again for another workout. I'm sweaty. I don't know about you. I'm going to go for a run now in the bitter spring cold. Remember, hunt down those bands and sliders so on leg day this week we can start doing some new fun stuff. I know things are looking positive. They're talking about reopening things, but I think we're still going to be here a few weeks longer. So let's get that equipment together. Let's kick this into high gear. And also remember, I'm serious. Put in the comments. Tell me, what is your quarantine guilty pleasure? What have you been doing that you would normally never do? For me, it's video games and excessive amounts of snacks. So, and more alcohol than usual. I do like beer and wine, but I'm drinking it way more than I normally would. So let me know below. Tell me what you've been up to. Remember, if you like these workouts, like this, subscribe, tell all your friends, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Thank you.